Ren from Hallowed Be Thy Game, and today I'm excited to share with you my entire Nintendo Switch collection. Let's check it out. Welcome back to another episode of Hallowed Be Thy Game. Ren here, and I am so excited to finally be sharing with you my current Nintendo Switch collection as of November 2022, as of the recording of this video. I went ahead and just pulled everything out for you, all my collector's editions, and some of my figures that are related to Nintendo Switch games. Anyways, I really hope you enjoy this. I would love to know what your favorite game is in your entire collection down in the comments. I would say 95% of all the games I own for Switch are physical, but I do have some of these digitally, but sometimes I always prefer to have a game physically. And some of these had physical releases come after. So whether it be Play Asia or Video Games Plus, a lot of these companies that are selling some obscure or hard to find games or reprints, I love them. I'm always on the lookout for them. And if you like what you see in today's video, please consider subscribing for more Nintendo Switch and JRPG content. And if you would like to join our growing community, please check out the Discord link down in the description, and also follow me on Twitter, where we always talk about these games, talk about upcoming releases or deals that might be coming out that you don't want to miss. So without further adu, let's go ahead and get started. Now, starting off today's list, we have the Fate Extella games. If you're a fan of the Musou genre, these are definitely a must play, and yeah, you knew they had to be here. The Sword Art Online games, I love these so much, especially Fatal Bullet. That's kind of like a hidden gem in my book. And Knights of Azure 2. Whew. I got a little bit to say about this game. Now, Knights of Azure 2, I love this game, but this is easily one of the worst ports to the Nintendo Switch. If you can get this on another console, Steam or PS4, I highly recommend it. I had a lot of fun with it, but just functionally, it's a bad port to the Switch. Moving on here, you knew I love my SMT and Persona games, and here we have the SMT5 Collector's Edition. I still to this day consider that to be the best turn-based combat in any game, and I'm so thankful Atlas, oh my god, thank you for bringing Persona 5 Royal to Switch, and I love Persona 5 Strikers. That's honestly just a bangin' action RPG, and Catherine Full Body. I think if you're in the mood for a great story, you gotta play Catherine, and yes, SMT3 Nocturne, genuinely one of my favorite games of all time, and I've replayed that game more than most, so I love that game. 13 Sentinels, an absolute classic, and I love Tokyo Mirage Sessions, sharp FE Encore, you gotta say it every time. But now here, I do have the SMT5 Collector's Edition. It is still sealed, but I just kind of wanted to show off just the beauty and artwork on this. It just really just a sharp collector's edition. I'm gonna have to bust it open someday so I can have that cool little satchel going around and whatnot. But anyways, I just love the side art here. It just displays really well. And I'm always kind of a fan of kind of the oddball collector's editions, even though they don't normally fit on the shelf very well. But I'll give it an exemption here. Now we have my Ys collection. Here is the Ys 9 Collector's Edition. I finally picked up Ys 8's Collector's Edition for PS4. But yes, little edgelord Adol there. God, I love that game. Anyways, Ys 8, one of my favorite action RPGs of all time. That is genuinely a must-play, must-own for Switch. Ys 9. And then I went ahead and threw in the one of the few Monster Hunter games I have here. I have 2 copies of Astral Chain. That's a long story, but God, I love that game. Anyways, Dark Souls. First place I played it. It was great. And honestly, Eternal Radiance, a shockingly cute and awesome kind of hidden gem for the Nintendo Switch. One Print Games had a really cool kind of special edition release for this. I like the keychain and everything. And Romancing Saga 3. I love that side art display there. Just picked up Dragonstar Varnier. Really love that game. And Final Fantasy 12. God, that was just a great place to play FF12. And Dragon Quest 11S, Echoes of Elusive Age, genuinely one of the best turn-based RPGs ever made. Top 10 game of all time for me. I friggin' love it. And here we have the Trails of Cold Steel 3 Collector's Edition here from NIS America. I love that. And Akiba's Trip. Yeah, I got it. Oh, man, it plays so awful, but I have laughed harder at that game than most any other game ever made. It genuinely a hilarious time. And yeah, Cold Steel 3 and 4, please God, bring 1 and 2 localized to the West on the Switch. That'd be great. Tales of Vesperia. Chrono Cross, oh God, I want to talk about that a little more here in a second. I loved that game. And then we have Trials of Mana. That is a fantastic action RPG, and I need to quit crying long enough to play Ni no Kuni. That just kind of hits the parental feels a little too hard in my book. But Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers Edition, oh my god, this was my first time ever playing Chrono Cross, and it hit me so hard. I mean, my god, I missed out on a lot. I don't think I would have been emotionally ready to play it back when it released, just in the sense that I probably would have been one of those people that weren't as open to it because I love Chrono Trigger so much. But this stands on its own. It's a fantastic game, very unique combat system. I really loved it. And then the Atelier Ryza games. Oh my god, I can't wait for 3 coming out in a couple months. We have Atelier Ryza 1 and 2 there, and then we have this triple pack here. I really need to play that. God, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. That is a fantastic game. That is a must play for everybody. Grandia HD Collection. That's high on my priority list to play. And I picked up Rune Factory 4. It was dirt cheap. I've never played a Rune Factory game before, but it was so cheap. I was like, heck, I got to give it a shot. And we have Atelier Ryza on the shelf. I had to have her, you know, just to help represent the JRPG goodness in my game room. Yes, Grandia HD Collection. I'm excited to play this. I hear 2 is some of my friends' favorite games. I'm going to play them in order, though. And I'm really excited to kind of see what the entire genre and story has to offer. And then Death End Request 1 and 2. God, Compile-A-Heart just representing in the game room. I love those games. And Senran Kagura Ninja Wars. This was my first Senran Kagura game, and it hooked me. I mean, they're fun games, and it runs really well on Switch. I loved it. Undernaut's Labyrinth of Yomi. That is a hidden gem that we've covered on the channel before, and also Astria Ascending. That one had a lot of mixed reviews. If you are not kind of open to try something you might not like, you might want to look up a little bit more on that, but I liked it. And Valkyria Chronicles 4, that is must play. Fantastic. Yes, Undernaut's Labyrinth of Yomi. This is what I would consider one of the best hidden gems of a turn-based game on the Switch. If you're open to like the SMT or first-person dungeon crawling format, or you create your own party, this is a fantastic must-play. Definitely, you'll be hearing more about that game in the future. And then here we have Ghostblade HD's Collector's Edition. This is a really fun shmup. I love this Collector's Edition from PlayAsia. They just do an excellent job just with the quality and the box art and everything. I love PlayAsia. I actually picked this up from Limited Run Games. This is the Blaster Master Trilogy. Now, I didn't want to get the big 3-pack they had. I wasn't really kind of willing to go that far. But they sold this really nice just box with just beautiful graphics on there. Totally affordable price. These are fantastic kind of Metroidvania retro games. They're phenomenal. I highly recommend them. Totally check out Blaster Master. And then here we have Daemon X Machina. God dang it, I love that game. And then Gigantic Army, I covered that a little bit. That's a pretty tough retro game, but I loved it. It was really good. God Eater 3, if you're into the Monster Hunter games, I recommend it. Doki Doki Literature Club, oh man, I loved it. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a must play. And Maglum Lord, this is my most recent pickup here as of the recording of this video. I'm excited to dive into this. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And then Code of Princess EX VGP, if you are out there watching, thanks for reprinting this. Daemon X Machina is a game that kind of got a lot of grief when it came out, and then I played it and I'm like, look, the story is non-existent, but the mech gameplay is top freaking shelf, dude. I loved customizing my mech in this. It is absurd fun. Definitely a callback to the greats of mech fighting games. And Code of Princess EX, I think this is an excellent game. It's definitely a unique kind of side-scrolling action brawler of sorts, but I really like it. I think the artwork in it's gorgeous, the CG cutscenes and all that jazz. It's fantastic. Totally check it out. And Maglum Lord here, I like what I'm seeing from the combat here. I have heard mixed opinions on it. However, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I love my B movies, and I kind of love my little bit of jank games, so I'm excited to play that one. And Black Future 88 and Hades, I just recently covered these along with Diablo 3 on the channel. Each of those runs fantastic on the Switch. Grip is an excellent kind of retro callback to old racers on PS1. I think it was Roll Cage. I can't necessarily remember what that was based off of. And Risk of Rain 2, that is just a fantastic kind of roguelite. It was just a lot of fun. Totally recommend it. Now, I haven't jumped into these yet, but the Darksiders series 1 and 2, and then Darksiders Genesis. Now, the first two play kind of like an action brawler type game, and Genesis plays almost like a Diablo. Now here, the original release had a black sleeve misprint I did not have that. Anyways, I wanted to show that because Metal Jesus pointed it out. Anyways, Metal Max Xeno Reborn. You knew I had to have that collector's edition. I friggin' love this game. This is not going to be for everybody. It is a hard game, but if you're itching for that PS2 JRPG action, definitely get in on that. And then here we have the Danganronpa trilogy. I went ahead and picked these up. I need to dive into these more, okay? I love 999, but I need to finish that series and get to this. So I'm excited they finally came to Switch. And Curse of the Moon 1 and 2. God, I love these old school retro Metroidvanias. They're phenomenal. I'm head over heels. I do have reviews on these down in the description. Blasphemous to me is a top shelf Metroidvania game, and I had a lot of fun with Overlord just here recently, beat that. And Dead Cells is a must play. If you're a fan of like roguelite, Dead Cells is right up there. Now, the Umihara Kawase games, I really enjoy these. They are unique, I will say that, and I hope we get more of them to come onto the Switch, maybe some more of the PS Vita ports and such like that. But anyways, here we have our brawlers, Beatem Ups. We have Streets of Rage and Fight and Rage. God, I love that game. And the Belt Action series, that is a fun collection of some of the classics. And Blade Strangers. Now, I just kind of want to dive in a little bit more to Fight and Rage. We just recently covered this on the channel, but I can't say it enough. This could very well be my favorite beat 'em up ever made. I mean that. I had a freaking blast. The combos, everything. It is top shelf cool, top shelf fun. I cannot recommend Fight and Rage enough. It is genuinely a must play for people who are in the mood for old school action beat 'em ups. And then Blade Strangers. I'm not a fighting game person, but this was a lot of freaking fun to me. This is one. These are the kind of fighting games I play. Ones that aren't online and I can kind of just fight the computer. Anyways, this is a lot of fun couch co-op when my friends come over and they feel like beating me at a video game. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty decent at Umihara Kawase actually. Anyways, there's a lot of fun people in that game. And here we have the Azure Striker Gunvolt games. I do have the Striker pack, but I wanted to pick up Luminous Avenger X. I still need to get the newer ones of those. Those are fantastic Mega Man games. And here we have Zenjin and Shantae and the Seven Sirens. And here we have some games that I'm kind of looking to play with my son in the future, like Minecraft, Pokemon, and Animal Crossing. I'm trying to get my wife into Animal Crossing, but she's afraid she'll like it too much. Anyways, Yoshi's Crafted World, a little bit beat up there, but me and my son and wife play that game not infrequently. We just... I mean, Yoshi's a big deal in this house. We have some of the heavy hitters here. Yes, I have 2 copies of Mario Kart 8. It was gifted to me, and I didn't have the heart to say I already had it. Anyways, but I'm a very sentimental person. Here we have the Breath of the Wild Zelda Collector's Edition, and my Zelda games on Switch. Breath of the Wild, to me, is still one of my favorite games of all time, and I was shocked at how freaking fun Age of Calamity was. It was excellent. And then, yes, obviously the Link's Awakening remake, and also Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. And I just want to say, I'm really hopeful we can get more from this era art style. I would love to see like Oracle of Ages and Seasons to be remade in this fashion. This is such a gorgeous, mesmerizing art style. It was full of such passion and love. I was feeling nostalgia overload while playing this. It's a phenomenal, beautiful experience, and I absolutely recommend this to everyone. And here we have the Fire Emblem Three Houses Collector's Edition. To me, this is kind of what set me off on being more open to the SRPG genre. I just was head over heels about this. Blue Lions for life. Dimitri's my boy. I love these games. I cannot recommend them enough. If you're interested in this at all, it's an incredible story and fun gameplay. And as the unofficial Dust Diver ambassador to the West, you knew I had to have Dust Diver 1 and 2 for the Nintendo Switch. Yes, I have 2 copies of 2. One's the Japanese import because I couldn't wait for it to be localized, but thank you so much Idea Factory and PQ for bringing Dust Diver 1 and 2 to the West. You're doing the good work. Thank you so much. I freaking love these games, and I can't get enough of them. And here we have Since, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story. I got that from Play Asia. I really love that collector's edition. And the Coma Double Cut, definitely recommend. And here we have some visual novels. I love the Fault games. I'm just head over heels for those, and I'm excited to dive into them more. Now, the Coma Double Cut, we just covered this recently on the channel. These are really cool, spooky games. I love the art style. I'm loving where the series is going, and I'm hopeful that we can get more from these developers from this series. It's just an excellent, spooky time. And here we have the Since Cyberpunk Ghost Story. This is a really cool, it's a futuristic, eerie game. Okay, is it going to be for everybody? No, but I enjoyed my time with it, and I recommend if you're looking for something different and a little bit of kind of like story, visual novel, exploration, almost like a point-and-click adventure, definitely check this one out. And here we have some shmups. We have Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Caladrius Blaze, and Don Manku Unlimited. Excellent games. Sin More EX, I love this game. It's gorgeous on the Switch. And Ghostblade HD, yeah, there it is again. I love these games so much. And just the artwork on these, it's just a gorgeous game. Really fun. It was challenging for me, but I'm not really good at shmups, but I still love them anyways. And here we have some retro games. We got some Ninja Warriors and the Sega Genesis collection. I got that because I really want to play the Phantasy Star games. Remy Lore, Dead or School, I Am Setsuna. These games are just really fantastic. Now, Remy Lore is an excellent quality Diablo clone. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for just like an introductory Diablo-esque dungeon crawler, it's definitely one of quality. I highly recommend it. I enjoyed all my time with it. It's not very long, but it does have replayability, and I'm pretty sure it has a co-op mode. But here we have the AI Somnium Files 1 and 2, and then 2's Collector's Edition. I had to get it. I'm honestly still ashamed that I still need to make time to dive into AI Somnium Files 2 so I can talk to a couple real good friends about those. I love this series. This is peak storytelling, peak character development, and just a lot of fun, wacky world to explore. Highly recommended. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin is a game that I have heard nothing but glowing recommendations for. I got this on a pretty good sale. Now, I am interested to dive into this. I haven't played this yet, but everything I'm hearing about this, from like the farming sim aspect to the gameplay, and the art is gorgeous. And here we have the Prenny Presents, I believe this is volume 2, but anyways, mainly I wanted to get this because of Soul of the Nomad. I love everything I'm seeing about this. I can't wait to dive into it more and report back to you. I am looking into the future of getting the most recent one that came out. I'm not there yet. I missed it while it was on sale, but I got my eye out for it. And I'm just really happy that NIS America is doing this type of collection. Please do more of this. I love this idea. And here we have RXN. This is an interesting shmup that I don't hear talked about an awful lot. It's a really fun kind of introductory shmup, but it has really cool graphics, and the gameplay is solid. I definitely recommend it. And here we have Smashing the Battle Ghost Soul. This is one from Play Asia. This is just kind of an arena action RPG. It's definitely got some rough edges. However, I'm liking what I'm seeing here, and it's just kind of one of those games that I turn my brain off and can pick up and play. And here we have Empire of Angels 4. This is a fun hidden gem that I've covered on the channel before. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for just kind of an introductory SRPG of sorts, but I really enjoyed my time with it, and I definitely recommend you check it out if you're looking for something unique. And here we have my beloved Xenoblade Chronicles Collector's Editions. Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3. Oh man, Nintendo, please never do a Collector's Edition purchase like that. And then we also have Cosmos here, one of my favorite characters in all of gaming. She's awesome, she's excellent, and I am so in love with this entire series. And even though 3 was an excellent end cap, I kind of want to see more from it. And yes, I have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of the Golden Country, in a physical edition. This was kind of really tough to find at one point, but I think they've been doing a few reprints here and there of it. Excellent, fun experience. I love it. But I want to thank you all so much for joining me for my Nintendo Switch collection. I hope you enjoyed kind of looking at what I have, and I would love to hear what your favorite games are down in the comments. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more JRPGs and Switch content. Thank you so much to the channel members. Your support, again, is just a continual inspiration to me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible week, and I'll see you all next time.